What's up, Michigan Nation? It's your boy TJ Ronin. You can find me on the socials at TJ_Ronin. And Michigan has just landed McHale Blade all-name team, All-American all-name team. Welcome to the University of Michigan, young man. Shout out to Louis Esposito for closing the deal. Major selling point. Shout out to Michigan for getting it done. Let's take a look at McHale as the prospect. Out of Simeon High School, Chicago, Illinois, 6'4", 245 pounds, nationally ranked 169. We're talking about a kid who has a lot of potential. The huddle tape, which we'll get into his highlight tables, we'll look at where he fits on the roster in terms of for the class of 2026. But there's no huddle tape on him for his junior year because he did battle some injuries and things of that. But we will look at his sophomore huddle tape so you guys can get an idea what type of player he is. But he does stand up. He does have the ability to stand up. He can put his hand in the ground. Michigan will be looking to move him around. I don't think he's a one positional type player. I think he has some versatility, but we'll get into that. The teams that were in this, Wisconsin made a major push. There was a belief that USC was going to be a major front rider. Notre Dame was a heavy favorite, might not be the right word, but Notre Dame, there was belief that he would be leaning that way. Michigan was able to, after this weekend, secure the deal because Michigan sold essentially playing style. Lou Esposito's development, Michigan's development overall. You just saw defensive linemen go very early in the draft. Shout out to Sam Webb for doing the announcement live with McHale Blade. And he essentially said, academics were another selling factor. He's like a 4.0 student, high academic kid. Shout out to his family. And, just shout out to, everyone involved from Lou Esposito to Sharon Moore to getting this kid in the class. Now, there is no scouting report on him from 247, but look at this. How funny is this timeline, guys? Commits to Michigan June 9th. He has an official visit this weekend with Notre Dame. Not anymore. Enjoy that L, Notre Dame. But all right, so let's get into his huddle tape. We'll take a look at it. It is his sophomore film. Because he does not, as I mentioned, he does not have junior film because of the injuries. But let's take a look at what we're getting. Obviously, he's a year younger than what he will be. What a good get off here, huh? Let's look at the get off here. Yeah, very good acceleration, very good get off, plays physical. You'd love to see that. Let's take a look here on the outside. Okay, engages, does not get pushed back, gets through, makes the tackle. Good to see. Now, again, I want to stress here, this is a sophomore playing varsity football, guys. And obviously the top kids, that's the type of stuff you see. But you could just see the power and the get off. I mean, I do wish we had junior tape to look at so we can only kind of project. But the kid's well built, 6'4", 245. Has a lot of ability, has quickness. Interesting. Let's go back. I want to see this again. Yeah, gets in the face, disruptor. It's going to be interesting to see how Michigan utilizes them. It's going to be interesting to see how Lou Esposito develops them. But what's interesting also is that was a blown assignment. Jesus, that offensive lineman got roasted, and you already know he did doing film work. But yeah, I mean, I think one of the biggest advantages of McHale Blade is this first step, and you're going to see it again here. All right, so more of a bull rush, just disrupting the play, getting in the run lane. But you do see when he's on these rush plays, essentially that first step is getting him through the line where he's able to make a play. And you also see him playing on both sides of the line, right? So that's good to see. But he appears to have a good motor. And yeah, I mean, just look though. I mean, the play, hike, backfield. Look at this. In the backfield like this. Backfield. Good recognition, disrupts the play. I mean, it's just chaos, Let's take a look here. Jeez. He's good at diagnosing too. Look at his patience here. Read, react. Read, diagnose, and then he just attacks. Diagnose, attack. He's doing a good job. I mean, he's obviously a high-level player. Another good addition for Michigan here. Interested to see how Lou Esposito develops him. I'm going to be very interested. I will be paying this will be a player that we will be paying attention to his senior year. I really want to see his progression. I'd love to get some newer film on him because he's only quicker, he's only faster, he's only getting stronger this offseason. So it'll be interesting to see how that looks. You got to remember, this is a kid playing against seniors, guys. This is a kid sophomore playing against seniors. And if anyone's played football, you realize like how big of a jump JV is to varsity. I mean, this kid's already playing at a varsity level as a sophomore. It's intimidating. I mean, I just know when I was a sophomore, I was not in a position where I could play varsity. I just wasn't. Yeah. So all right. So Michigan's looks like they got a guy here who can disrupt the play, get into the backfield, cause chaos at the line of scrimmage, which is exactly what Michigan wants. We have another good ad here, guys. Let's take a look at what does the class. Actually, we'll finish the highlight tape. There's only a few minutes left. Let's take a look here. But it's a lot of just similar things: getting in the backfield, disrupting, good get off. And another thing too is like he's not, and I know it's a highlight tape, so you're only gonna get his best stuff. But he's hitting the right gaps. He's able to disrupt the play. He's not getting caught in bad. So is this offensive? That's interesting. So he has little offensive highlights here. Stances could use some work, but obviously he's a defensive end. He doesn't need to do that. Let's see what else we got here. Yeah. All right. So yeah, we'll be on the lookout for his senior film, but let's take a look at the class now. Michigan's now up to 8 commits. McHale Blade comes in as the number 2 prospect for the class of Michigan. He is ranked 169, as we mentioned, top 175 player. Great size, nice addition, kind of out of nowhere. I mean, we know that Michigan had interest in McHale. We know that Michigan was looking to make a move with McHale, but I did not anticipate a commitment the day after his official visit. So happy to have that. We got Matt Ludwig also in the class. Then we have Brody Jennings, which in the class for now. Likely I would say a Florida school is where he'll be trending, but we'll see. Maybe Michigan can remind him why he chose Michigan, but we'll just have to see. Bear McWhirler in the class, one of our big nasties, Mason Bonner, one of our uncovered gems, actually one of our 3 uncovered gems. I would argue Mason Bonner, Jalen Powell, Tariq Bonney, who just got invited to the Under Armour All-American camp, Under Armour All-American game by just flashing and performing very well in the camp. So again, here we go. This is the foundation of the class, guys. Michigan has passed the recruiting dead period. We are now in official visit season. We're already seeing some of the fruits of that. There is some buzz. There is some buzz picking up with other players. Tuesday, Michigan Wolverines live. Tomorrow, we're going to have Namari Burnett on for an interview, so stay tuned for that. We're going to have a recruiting update, a lot of updates, a lot of big news, a lot to talk about. I have a nice little Savion Hyder update for you guys, but we'll save it for tomorrow. I think you guys will be very interested in it, so stay tuned for that. But yeah, I mean, Michigan's building the class. We are in June, guys. It's early. Let's see how they close official visit season. We know the House bill was also settled. We'll talk about that on Tuesday's show. What does it mean? How does it impact Michigan? Be on the lookout for that. Johnny Olden is going to be hosting with me because my normal co-host, John Diadamo, he will be out. He's going to be out of town for work. So be on the lookout for that. Follow me on the socials, TJ_Ronin. Shout out to McHale Blade. Hail to the victors, young man. Hail to the victors. Let's do the damn thing. Excited to watch the senior season. We'll see what he can do, guys. But stay tuned. Thursday call-in show, 8 p.m. Be on the lookout for that. Myself, Johnny Olden Jr.,